All right. You're gonna learn today.
What's up, YouTube? So some of you guys are here from the other channel, but if you happen to not be from my other channel, this is a 2007 Hyundai Tiburon that was in a car accident. We are in the process of rebuilding this car, bringing it back to life. So if you want to see the body work, the paint, and everything else that's coming, you have to go to my other channel. A video will pop up at the end of this one. There's also a link in the comment section that will take you to the other channel so you guys can see how we got to this part so far. Anyway, today we are installing struts. The car was hit, it was sideswiped, the strut did get damaged. I am installing a new set of front struts, both sides. Now, if you guys are replacing struts, do not buy one new strut. If you happen to have a parts car or an extra used strut laying around from the junkyard, you can replace it with that. But if you're going to buy a new strut, replace them in pairs. Okay? Now, the easiest way to replace these struts is to buy an assembly. Now, this is the already assembled struts. As you can see, it is a beautiful piece. Now, if you buy the strut not as an assembly, if you buy just the strut, you are going to get this piece. You will not get the spring, you will not get the strut mount, which means more work for you. I highly suggest whenever you buy struts, buy the assembly. It cuts down installation time to like less than half. Now, the thing is, if you're going to try to assemble these yourself, it's very dangerous. You have to use spring depressors. It will pull these down so you're able to take this off, because I'm telling you, this spring is under a lot of pressure and it will hurt you. So it's much safer, much easier, much faster to buy it as an assembly. Comes with the bolts for the top. You have to reuse the bottom bolts, but this is a pretty straightforward job, right? So one thing I want you guys to understand, and this is for different struts because people are going to be asking me about alignments. If you get a strut assembly like this, where the holes are round, there's no adjustment, because some struts, there is an adjustment in the lower mount. If you get them like this, where it's just straight, the bolt goes straight through, no movement, you do not have to get the car aligned, unless you have other problems, of course. But you won't have to do it just because you replace the struts, because there is no movement. Everything is going to line up exactly where it's supposed to be. Now, let me say this. For this job, you're going to need a series of tools. Okay, you're going to need 14 millimeters for the top bolts. There's 3 up there. You're going to need 14 millimeter to remove the sway bar end link. There's a 10 millimeter here for the sensor bracket. For the 2 bolts on the bottom, you're going to need, I think it's a 17, and that side is a 19. And I think that's it, YouTube. So we're going to take care of this real quick. There's 3 bolts up here, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. And pull the whole unit out as one. Now, because of the damage, I am leaving this link on. I disconnected it from the bottom already, just so I don't want to be trying to fight it and hit the brake line back there or anything. So I just disconnected from the bottom and then I'll put it on there. The other thing, for safety, I have the jack here just so once I remove everything, take these top bolts loose, it doesn't just drop down and flop. You don't want it pulling on your brake hoses. You don't want it pulling on your ABS sensors. Okay, YouTube? So on that note, let's get to work.